In a world that often feels fast-paced and impersonal, there's a growing desire to create spaces that exude warmth, comfort, and nostalgia. Enter the charming fusion of Grandmacore and Shabby Chic Decor, a style that embraces the cozy aesthetics of Grandma's house with a touch of vintage elegance. This design trend celebrates the beauty of worn, loved items and the stories they tell, creating an atmosphere that feels like a warm hug from your favorite grandmother.
Before we delve into our exploration, allow us to extend a warm welcome back to Amica Studio. For those joining us for the first time, we invite you to subscribe for more captivating insights into home and interior design inspiration.
Creating warmth at home, Grandmacore Shabby Chic Decor ideas for every room. The Grandmacore Shabby Chic style is more than just a decorating choice, it's a lifestyle that values comfort, sentimentality, and the art of slow living. By incorporating elements that remind us of simpler times, we can create spaces that feel like a sanctuary from the modern world. This approach to home decor encourages us to surround ourselves with items that have meaning, whether they're family heirlooms, thrifted treasures, or modern pieces with a vintage twist. In this episode, we'll explore how to infuse every room of your home with the cozy charm of Grandmacore Shabby Chic Decor. From the welcoming embrace of the living areas to the nurturing comfort of private spaces, we'll provide ideas and tips to help you create a home that feels both nostalgic and fresh. Get ready to discover how to transform your living space into a haven of warmth and character that would make any grandmother proud. 1. Living and dining spaces, cozy retreats for gathering. The heart of any Grandmacore Shabby Chic home lies in its living and dining areas, where comfort and nostalgia reign supreme. In the living room, start with a plush, overstuffed sofa in a soft, muted color like sage green or dusty rose. Pair it with vintage armchairs reupholstered in floral patterns or pastel hues. Layer the space with handmade quilts, crocheted throws, and an abundance of mismatched cushions to create an inviting atmosphere that begs for lazy afternoons and heartwarming conversations. In the dining room, a large wooden table, either a genuine antique or a new piece distressed to look worn and loved, serves as the centerpiece. Surround it with mismatched chairs painted in complementary pastel shades. A vintage china cabinet or hutch is perfect for displaying your collection of mismatched china, crystal glassware, and silver serving pieces. Dress the table with a lace tablecloth or runner, and create a centerpiece using a mix of vintage vases filled with freshly cut flowers from the garden. Create a memory corner in your living room by displaying a collection of vintage items, such as old cameras, typewriters, or radios. This not only adds visual interest but also serves as a conversation starter for guests. Two. Kitchen nostalgia, infusing homemade warmth into your culinary space. The kitchen in a Grandmacore Shabby Chic home is a place of warmth and nurturing, where memories are made over shared meals. Opt for soft, creamy whites or pale pastels for your cabinetry, and consider removing some cabinet doors to create open shelving for displaying pretty dishes and mason jars filled with dry goods. A farmhouse sink and vintage-inspired faucets add authenticity, while a distressed wooden island or a painted kitchen table provides a central gathering spot. Incorporate floral patterns through curtains, a tablecloth, or even wallpaper on one accent wall. Hang copper pots and pans from a ceiling rack, and display collections of old rolling pins or wooden spoons in crocks on the counter. Don't shy away from mixing patterns and textures. A patchwork of florals, checks, and stripes can create a charming, cohesive look when done in complementary colors. Create a cozy breakfast nook by placing a small round table and chairs near a window. Add cushions with vintage-inspired prints and hang a collection of mismatched plates on the wall for a personalized touch. Serene Sanctuaries, creating a Grandmacore oasis in bedrooms and bathrooms. Transform your bedroom into a serene retreat with the soft, romantic touch of Grandmacore Shabby Chic. Start with a wrought iron bed frame or a wooden sleigh bed painted in a distressed white finish. Dress the bed in layers of soft linens, including a vintage-inspired quilt or duvet cover in delicate floral prints. Mix and match pillowcases in complementary patterns and add a few embroidered cushions for extra charm. In the bathroom, bring the charm of Grandmacore Shabby Chic with a mix of vintage fixtures and soft, feminine touches. A clawfoot tub can serve as a luxurious centerpiece, complemented by a vintage dresser repurposed as a vanity. Incorporate woven baskets for storage and display pretty soaps and hand towels in glass jars or on a silver tray. Hang a collection of vintage mirrors in different shapes and sizes on one wall for added interest and light. Create a romantic canopy effect in the bedroom by hanging sheer curtains or a vintage lace tablecloth from a circular embroidery hoop above the bed. This adds height and softness to the room without the commitment of a full canopy bed. Four. Nostalgic workspaces, crafting a cozy home office and craft room. Create a home office and craft room that balances functionality with the cozy charm of Grandmacore Shabby Chic. Start with a vintage wooden desk or writing table as the centerpiece. If you can't find an authentic piece, look for a new desk with turned legs and paint it in a soft, muted color like sage green or dusty blue. Pair it with a comfortable upholstered chair featuring a floral pattern or pastel hue. For the craft room, use a large, sturdy table as your main workspace. A vintage dining table or a new farmhouse-style table would work perfectly. Surround it with comfortable chairs upholstered in pretty, patterned fabric. Display your crafting supplies in vintage jars, tins, and baskets for both organization and decoration. An old ladder can be repurposed as a unique way to hang and display fabric or yarn. Create a charming ribbon organizer for your craft room by mounting vintage wooden spools on a board. Paint the board in a soft, distressed finish and use it to neatly store and display your ribbon collection. Five. Charming functional spaces, entryway and laundry room decor ideas. Set the tone for your Grandmacore Shabby Chic home right from the entryway. A vintage console table or small dresser can serve as both a focal point and functional storage. Top it with a large, ornate mirror to create the illusion of more space and to allow for last-minute outfit checks. Add a small table lamp with a frilly shade for soft, welcoming light. Transform your laundry room from a purely functional space into a charming retreat that makes chores feel like less of a burden. Use vintage enamelware basins or woven baskets for sorting laundry, and display pretty glass jars filled with clothespins and lavender sachets. Hang a vintage washboard or old-fashioned flat irons as wall decor. Don't forget to add some cozy touches like a soft rag rug underfoot and a small vase of fresh flowers or herbs on a windowsill. Create a charming key station in your entryway by repurposing an old picture frame. Paint it in a soft color, add small hooks inside, and hang it near the door for a functional and decorative way to keep track of keys. Six. Whimsical nooks, designing guest rooms and sunrooms for ultimate relaxation. Create a welcoming guest room that feels like a cozy retreat at Grandma's house. Start with a wrought iron bed frame or a wooden bed painted in a soft, distressed white. Dress it with layers of soft linens in complementary patterns. Think delicate florals mixed with subtle stripes or gentle plaids. Add an assortment of pillows in varying sizes and textures for ultimate comfort. Transform your sunroom into a whimsical garden oasis that brings the outdoors in. Start with a mix of comfortable seating options, perhaps a vintage wicker love seat paired with overstuffed floral armchairs. Add plenty of soft cushions and throws in complementary pastel hues. Incorporate plenty of greenery with a mix of potted plants in vintage planters, from delicate ferns to blooming orchids. Create a welcoming care package for your guests by filling a vintage suitcase with essentials like fresh towels, toiletries, and a few local treats. Place it on a luggage rack at the foot of the bed for a thoughtful and decorative touch. Seven. Cottage garden magic, extending Grandmacore beauty to your outdoor space. Extend your Grandmacore Shabby Chic style to your outdoor space by creating a whimsical cottage garden atmosphere. Start with a mix of comfortable, weathered outdoor furniture, perhaps a vintage metal bistro set paired with a wooden bench. Add softness and color with cushions and throws in pretty floral prints or soft pastels. Create defined areas within your garden using reclaimed materials like old doors or window frames as trellises for climbing roses or sweet peas. Use vintage containers like galvanized metal tubs, old wheelbarrows, or chipped enamelware as planters for a mix of cottage garden flowers and herbs. Don't forget to add charming details like a bird bath, vintage garden gnomes, or a collection of old watering cans. Create a cozy evening ambience by stringing fairy lights or vintage-style Edison bulbs between trees or along fences. Use mason jars as candle holders and place them on tables or hang them from branches for a magical, twinkling effect. Conclusion. Embracing the Grandmacore Shabby Chic style in your home is about more than just decorating. It's about creating a sanctuary that celebrates nostalgia, comfort, and the beauty of imperfection. By incorporating vintage and antique pieces, soft textures, and plenty of personal touches, you can transform every room in your home into a space that feels both timeless and deeply personal. Remember that the key to this style is in the details. Don't be afraid to mix patterns, layer textures, and display items that tell your family's story. Each chip, crack, or sign of wear adds to the charm and character of your space. The goal is to create a home that feels lived in, loved, and full of warmth, a place where memories are made and cherished. As you implement these Grandmacore Shabby Chic ideas throughout your home, take your time to curate pieces that truly speak to you. Visit antique shops, flea markets, and even your own attic to find treasures that can be given new life. Remember, the most important aspect of this style is creating a space that feels authentic to you and your family. By embracing the Grandmacore Shabby Chic aesthetic, you're not just decorating your home, you're creating a haven that celebrates the beauty of the past while providing comfort and joy in the present. So go ahead, indulge in that floral wallpaper, display your grandmother's china, and surround yourself with the cozy charm of a bygone era. Your home will thank you with an abundance of warmth, character, and timeless appeal.